G'day, Brett Voyage here, and welcome to the channel. Thanks for hitting that thumbnail and that title, and a huge thank you to everybody that's been subscribing lately. Really appreciate it. I think we're over 800 subscribers now. That's incredible. If you were all here right now, it would be really crowded. So thank you, really appreciate it. So, like it says in the title for this one's about the stuff that I've got used to now, that's like my new normal. I was talking to a friend on the phone from Australia, and he was mentioning some stuff about, like how do you cope with that? I thought, wow, I'm sort of like used to all that stuff now. So I thought I'd go over the stuff that I'm used to, and maybe on your mind too, for when you come here. So we'll delve into it in this one. I guess something I got used to that I didn't expect I would, and that's having a cold shower. I have a warm shower here where I live. It's just a normal water straight out, so there's no water heater there. But I sort of don't even notice that now. Living in the West, obviously, like, you had to have hot water because it'd get pretty cold there, but it doesn't really get cold enough here really to warrant having hot water, I think. So yeah, I without even thinking now, I'll have a cold shower at the start of the day and the end of the day. So that's my new normal. Maybe strange to you now, like living in the West, thinking, what, a cold shower? But you're going to probably need that, I think. So that's something I didn't expect to get used to, that I have. On the thing about water and, like toilets and showers and things, I'm really used to the bum gun now. I mean, that's totally normal to me. Previously, like 9 or 10 years ago when I was travelling in Southeast Asia, I'd have to take toilet paper, I'd have to take everything. I'd specifically look for Western toilets. Now it doesn't matter. As long as there's a bum gun there, I'm fine. So yeah, and now, even when I go back to the West, it feels a bit odd not to have that water gun there. It's probably the best way to go to the toilet. You're not going to be used to it when you first get here and when you first travel to Southeast Asia and Asian countries. But by gee, once you use it for a while, it's the most normal way to go to the toilet. I mean, that's how we should be doing it. You should wash it, right? Not use paper like sandpaper, but wash it. So now I wash properly. When I was talking to my friend back in Australia, he did ask me, like, how are you coping with the weather, like the humidity? Like, it's winter now as I film this and it's cold in Australia, especially down in the south. And I said, well, I don't actually think about the weather that much now. Yeah, it's hot, but it's like hot every day. So when it's hot like every day, it doesn't matter if that's weird. Like, I'm going to sweat. Yeah, I'm used to sweating. It's just part of being here. You get used to it. Now, previously, I would never have coped with this. I would never have made it through the heat. And you're probably thinking too, oh, Brett, it's so hot there, how am I going to survive? Well, I think I got pre-acclimatised to, because I worked over in Western Australia, which is hot. I worked out in the desert areas, in the mines, which is hot. And then I haven't really had a real winter, like a real Australian or European or American or something winter in 3 years. So I think in 3 years you'd easily get acclimatised. I think a couple of years here to a year here, I think you'd be acclimatised. And I think a lot of the weather comes down to your mindset. How are you thinking? Like, do you freak out when it's really hot and just shut down? Or do you just soldier on? You probably need to take a leaf out of the Gen X and just soldier on. Like, it's going to be hot. But hey, it's hot everywhere all the time here, so you may as well just face it and take it. And it's not so bad, I think I feel better now that I'm older in the warmth and the heat than I did in the cold. don't think I'd cope with cold now. I'm not even game to go and try cold. I don't even want to test it out, really. Plus, you're probably going to have to get used to a slower pace. I've gotten used to it now, but I remember when I first started travelling through Asia, Southeast Asia, I was still in go, go, go mode. I was in a rush. I had to hurry. I talked really fast, probably really hard to understand too. But now, you can take your time. There's an easier pace here. You notice it with the traffic too. The traffic is like more flowing. There's no like urgency like in the West. If I go back into Australia for a brief time or two, like I did a while ago to go and get all my retirement stuff done, you really notice the traffic was like full on, just get up to that maximum speed, tip over a little bit and get there in a hurry. In fact, why don't you break a record in getting there? Why don't you have a look at what the GPS is telling you, and why don't you beat that time? What I'm also getting used to is the fact that storms, it's rainy season now, so there's going to be storms. At any particular time, and really you can't look on Google Maps or anything like that, or Google Weather. It's usually wrong. It's usually the incorrect time. The radar map is usually wrong, so you go by a sense, a gut instinct. Now, looking at these clouds, I still estimate I've got a fair bit of time to continue doing what I'm doing, so I'm not too stressed. I have my umbrella with me, so I'm not too stressed. But now the storms, and especially all the thunder, the lightning and stuff, is like normal every day now. Still amazing, and I still love it, but it's a normal thing now, so that's good. I think I appreciate it more that it's not out of the ordinary and not strange, but a part of life. You can sit back and relax and just observe when the storm comes in. I think that links to the slower pace of life, so that you can just relax, let life happen, and if a storm comes in, so be it. Stop, enjoy nature's show, and then you can resume after the storm. They don't last that long in general, and because it's hot here, it'll dry up pretty quick anyway, so you don't really have to stress. Hey, you still here? Thanks heaps. Really appreciate it staying to the end. That really helps the algorithm and helps push the channel along a little bit. And I'd like to bring more things to you, both here in Cambodia, but some other places close by. So, thanks again. I'll see you in the next one. So, toodles. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and the notification. That way you keep up with all the adventures. See you in the next one. Toodles.